It's Rant O'Clock Kulays, and welcome to another episode of Rants of a Barca Girl. You already know my name is Esther. How you doing, guys? It's been a week of talking to you guys, although we do communicate on social media. On our page at Rant of a Barca Girl. So thank you for your comment, for your opinions, for your follows. Thank you so much. And please do not forget to leave your reviews here on Spotify, on Apple. That is what keeps us going. We want to hear from you. We want to hear what you think of what we are doing, what you think we can do differently. We appreciate your opinion. We appreciate your suggestion. Thank you. So guys, today, just going to be talking about, general things happening, as a Barcelona fan, general things happening to our players, to our team. We're going to be talking about the injury updates, some injury updates we have. We're going to be talking about the last two matches we've played. Few updates on Camp Nou as well. So nothing much, just the usual rants. Good, bad, we rant. You already know that. So before I actually start, just because I know we are not in the business of talking about Real Madrid, but you know what, they are arch rivals, so sometimes we will talk about them. They're not that important, but somehow we will still talk about them. Yeah, we do know they're important. Anyway, so I've over the last few days, particularly, I've seen posts on social medias by Barcelona fans, by Real Madrid fans. Real Madrid fans, of course, are happy because they've played 6 matches. Okay, altogether 7 matches now with Champions League, and they've not lost anything. It's been 100%, success for them. So they're really, really happy. They've not lost. They've not drew. So maximum points. And so they think, this is going to be a fantastic season. We are going to, get all the old trophies. We have a new manager. It's amazing. Our midfield, everybody is doing well. Mbappe is on a roll. Mastatouano that we just got is also wonderful. Rodrigo is, okay. Madagula is controlling the midfield. They're just happy, and I don't blame them. I mean, it's good to be happy. They just got a new manager. He's doing a good job. Fine. But then I go and then I see Barcelona fans worried. They're thinking, Madrid is on a roll. It's going to be very difficult to shave points off them this season. It's going to be very difficult for them to lose any match. And I'm thinking, guys, calm down. Early days. Come on, what are you talking about? They are going to lose points. That I can bet on. They are not going unbeaten for this season. They are going to lose points. Just wait. They are going. We don't have to give ourselves headache over things that will stop bothering yourself. They are going to. It probably will happen sooner than you think. They are playing their next game is with Atletico Madrid, and you know what? I don't know if you watched last Atletico Madrid game. They were fire against Rayo Vallecano. They were fire. Alvarez is back, and he had a beautiful hat-trick. Beautiful hat-trick. I am hoping he can replicate that beautiful disaster against Real Madrid in the next game. I am hoping. So that game is giving me hope, because for me, I feel like it's either Madrid lose, or they draw. Either way is good news for us. And if it doesn't happen in that game, trust me, it will eventually happen. The most important thing for us is just to focus on our players, focus on our own game, making sure that, we don't shave points off ourselves anymore, because, we already drew against Rayo. Now we just need to keep building on the momentum that we have. So I need you guys to stop using, like we would say in my language, paracetamol for other people's headache, or aspirin, if you're for other people's headache. Let's stop doing that. Anyways, back to the most important club in the world, back to our news, our own news, Barcelona. So guys, I'm going to start with the bad news first, just because, I don't want to end things on a bad note. I don't want to end things all depressed and, dejected. So let's just start on a bad note, and then we finish on a good note. And the bad news is, first we start with Fermin. Fermin is out injured for 3 weeks. Actually, I think it's a miracle that it's actually 3 weeks, because I don't know if you watched our last match against Getafe. At the very last, in fact, final whistle, we just saw him on the floor. He couldn't stand up, and everybody, all the whole official had to gather around him. I think at the point, even the referee had to use his hand to cover so that we don't see what is going on. And I was so scared. I was so scared because I'm like, what the hell, Fermin? What is going on with you? Because the big part of me wants him. In fact, I'm very very hopeful. Back part of me hopes that when we meet Chelsea on the 25th of November, Fermin will raise dragon and fire on them. Like, it's just, I want it so badly. So when I saw him on the floor, I'm thinking, God, this looks bad. Like, how this is awful. But then the good news is that few minutes later, when I went to a page online, I saw him walking, although he was limping, walking down, to the bus, but limping. Where I figured, okay, maybe it's bad, but not that bad. Well, good news. We got an announcement from the management to say he will be out for 3 weeks, and I'm like, God, it's not good news because I don't want him to be out at all. But 3 weeks, manageable. I can still deal with that. That still leaves room for him to come back for Chelsea, play even 1 or 2 games before that time. So I'm kind of happy because he's balling at the moment. I feel like I don't want anything to just take him back. He's balling. This is I feel like this is his time, to shine. So I just want him to continue building on that momentum. Anyway, so he's out for 3 weeks, guys. Well, and then the worst news ever, like ever. You know how we've been keeping up with Gavi. Gavi came back, went on the ACL. He had an ACL injury, went for almost a year, came back, started playing, did not pick up form for a while, and then he picked again, scored us 2 beautiful goals, in a preseason game. It was fantastic. Well, no, it was a preseason game, I think the one against Como, if I can remember rightly, right? I think, was it Como? I think it was Fermin against Como. Anyway, preseason, I'm pretty sure he scored 2 goals. I can't remember the game now. And I was like, oh, Gavi is back, midfield was amazing. And then we got news again that, he had relapsed, something with his knee, and the management said, okay, they were going to try the traditional method such that, that it won't require him to have a surgery. And we were really hopeful they were going to monitor that situation for like 3 to 1 month and see if that is good enough. And part of me was like, I hope that's good enough because I don't want him to go under the knife again. I was praying, but well, guys, unfortunately, it's the worst news because he had to have that knee injury and he will be out for 4 to 5 months. I know, 4 to 5. As far as I'm concerned, I feel like he's out for 6 months because we all know as if you are even out for 4 to 5 months, he would try as much as possible to, make sure that you are fully healed before you can play any significant game or at least get significant time so for me it's like 6 months. That's like, God, that's almost like the end of the season. It's so unfair. And we know if there's anybody that eats, that breeds, Barca, coolest, like passionate on and on, like all of him is Barca. That's Gavi. Everybody knows it. Even his teammates says is that if there's anybody that is so passionate about Barca, it's Gavi. So it's so sad to see him, first suffer and ACL, and then back, picked up form, and now he's going on another 6 months. I feel so bad for him. So young. I feel so bad. But you know what? Our prayers are with him. Our supports are with him. We are hoping for the best, and I know that he would come out of this, triumphant. He would come out of this and he would play wonderfully again. That's all we can hope for, and that's going to happen, And I hope he has the right people around him because this is not even the physical effect. It's the psychological effect, guys. It's the psychological effect. But I saw, I think Arao, Pedri, I think they went to visit him. So I feel like the teams are really there for him, so that's good. And then the game, our game against Oviedo, just our last game, they all wore t-shirts, just to support him. So I feel like that's a really, really good gestures. That's really nice. Posted on their social media as well, each of them, so that's good. So you would come back stronger from this, Gavi. We are waiting for you. Thank you for being a true Kool-Aid. Anyways, let's go to Camp Nou. Like I said, I don't even know if I should keep giving you news about Camp Nou. Maybe I should just wait until there's good news, because it seems like the only thing I can give is just bad news. And that's the only thing we've been hearing, that's all we can say about Camp Nou anyway. So we were supposed to play this weekend, we saw that at home at Camp Nou. It was the 27,000 attendants, the first and second ring is supposed to be ready, everything. Well, bad news again and again. It's still not ready. We still haven't gotten the approval from the council, and so we will be playing that game at Monjek. And there's no news about when we are going back to Camp Nou. I don't know. I'm just going to when there's an official statement that we are really, really back. That's when I can say. Nobody knows anything, because this is not even when there is an official statement. When we play, when I see our players coming out of, do you get what I'm saying? Coming out and moving on to Camp Nou, and then I see that we actually played there. That's when I will know we were back at Camp Nou. Any other news, as far as I'm concerned, I am taking it with a pinch of salt. It's no, I won't even believe it at this point. So, guys, let's just wait until that happens. So, well, now we move to the good news, and that's our last two games, guys. We won our last two games. Yeah. So remember, we played against Getafe at home. We had to use Croft Stadium as well again, and it was beautiful. Fermin had a brace. It was amazing. So during that game, Asiflik decided to do a lot of things that that was funny. Like, the lineup was a bit funny because he actually did not play. So what he did, so he used Fermin and Omo as both, like, 10-10, I think that's what he did. So behind Lewandowski. So that was what he did. So I was thinking maybe Fermin would play as maybe a winger, because when I saw that lineup, I'm thinking Fermin and Lewandowski, yeah, are we doing this? Anyway, that's what happened. For that game, he played out beautifully well, because Fermin was amazing. That gave him a lot of space, to be honest. And I feel like, so the two creative midfielders or attacking midfielders that he used, which was like Fermin and Omo, that played behind, Lewandowski, actually gave us the goals. So Fermin had a lot of space, which he actually, utilized well. So he got a brace, 15 minutes at 34 minutes. And then Omo, thank the heaven, Omo finally got his first goal of the season. Thank you, Father. We want more of that, because it feels like he's been on a goals drought for a while now. We pray for more of that. We want the Omo that's there with us. We want him back, but he's getting there anyway. Still, I know. So I've had people tell me this, and a lot, and I know it too. I know he's a creative midfielder. Creative midfielders are not supposed to really. Their main job is not to score. It's just to create chances, pass to number 9 and stuff like that. But I think in the modern era of football now, we now expect creative midfielders to score. We feel like it's now part of their job. We've kind of added it to their job, and Omo has been fulfilling up until few matches, up until this season. He's been good up until at least the first 70% of last season. It was fantastic, but all of a sudden, so we have been praying for him to regain his form, the one that he had when we just signed him, the one where he was scoring first 4 games for us. He was scoring and assisting. We want that Omo back. Anyway, he finally scored anyways, and I was so happy for him. I still feel don't get me wrong, he's an amazing player. It does happen. He's gonna definitely, and sometimes it's not like he plays extremely well. Sometimes I feel like maybe his luck is against him, because he will eat anywhere but the net. Like he would eat. I just don't know. Or the keeper will be good. There's sometimes that you would expect he does everything right. It's just not coming out as a goal. Anyways, he finally got his first goal, so we are happy. We won Getafe 3-0. Amazing game. Fantastic. It was beautiful to watch. Rashford assist too. Rashford got an assist in that game. Beautiful. And then we went on to play Oviedo. And guys, before that game, actually, I was like, this is like one of the easiest game of the. This is going to be like the easiest game of the season for us. It's Oviedo. They've not been in La Liga for over 24 years. I've never even watched Barcelona play against Oviedo. I mean, I have been a Barcelona fan for almost like maybe 23 years. But I've never seen them play. Just thinking, Oviedo, come on. So I thought it was going to be like a walk in the park. And then the game started. First 10 minutes, 15 minutes of the game, I'm still thinking, it's too early. My boys will be fine. And then at the 33 minutes of the game, guys, Joan Garcia left his position to defend the ball, and then he basically shoot it out. So he left his position entirely and moved to almost like it wasn't close to half of the field, and then he passed the ball, and then the ball went to the leg of one of Oviedo players. His name is Reina, and then he had a long shot. He had threw a long shot from there, and unfortunately just went straight to our net. Our defenders couldn't meet up. Our keeper was not where he's supposed to be. He's outside of the goalpost, and then that got them the first goal. And it's funny because prior to that time, they've lost like four games. They've only had one goal in the whole season. They only lost one match. It was a long goal. And so that's how they got their second goal of the season and their first goal of the match. Anyway. And then it was just like Rashford with some amazing shots. Their keeper decided to turn Jet Li. I'm talking about Oviedo keeper. They all of a sudden decided to turn Jet Li. I'm thinking, who are you trying to impress? We already have a keeper. We don't want to buy you. We bought Joan Garcia from Espanyol and save up from that mistake that he made. We are okay with him. Even that mistake, I forgive. Mistakes happen. I'm fine with him. So he just turned Jet Li all of a sudden. It was just all of the shots that Rashford was, firing. He started, he started defending them left, right, and center. So I think Rashford had like 2 or 3 good shots, but unfortunately couldn't resolve in a goal because the goalkeeper was determined to block it. Anyways, the first half went like that. Rafinha too with some opportunities that he should have, that ordinarily Rafinha we know would have turned into a goal, but for some reason things were not just gelling, So second half, we moved. Anyways, second half we brought in De Jong, and that was good because we decided to change that midfield. So it was down De Jong and Pedri, and then that kind of changed the whole dynamics of the game. Like changed the whole dynamics of the game. I'm telling you guys, De Jong is amazing. De Jong is amazing. Like he came in and it was like a different game entirely. It was like a different. I kid you not, guys. So after that, we also our coach Hansi Flick decided to sub Rafinha for Lewandowski, which I think was a really good thing, because like I said, we immediately we removed Casado. Sometimes I tend to forget. It's funny. We removed Casado and we brought in De Jong, and then that changed the whole game. And then Rafinha still wasn't gelling. I don't know, maybe because he's playing Lamin's side. He's used to playing his own left side of things. Maybe he's playing because he's playing Lamin's side. I don't know. We wait and see. But sometimes too, things just happen, right? Because I feel like he has a decent game, and then Lewandowski came in, we removed Rafinha, and then 5 minutes later Lewandowski scored. Yes, I know. It was a beautiful assist by De Jong, like a long beautiful pass, like aerial pass, like De Jong, and then another area goal because Lewandowski just shoot it in with his head. Beautiful goal, and then 2-1 we were ahead. I was so happy, guys. I was so happy. Oh guys, sorry I missed a bit. Garcia scored first. I'm all over the place. Anyway, so it was Garcia scoring first at 56 minutes. And then Lewandowski with the second goal at 70 minutes. So we were leading 2-1, and then Oviedo continued to press. Somehow they feel like they can still get back into the game, or we can at least share points. Well, 88 minutes, thanks to Arao and Rashford assist, there was a corner. We eventually got a corner, and then Rashford took the corner, and then Arao just basically just kicked it in, and then at 88 minutes we got our third goal, which was 3-1. But you know what, I was thinking, what is it about all these small things that they would meet Barcelona and then they would turn prime ninja? They would want to show some skills, they want to use us to make name. I don't know. Anyway, good news was the fact that, because I was already simming, I was like, this is not a game that we are drawing or we are losing. No, it can't be. Anyway, we pulled our usual Ramotanda. Everybody that knows us now, that we are now the king of Ramotanda. I don't want us to keep doing that anyway, because there are sometimes I won't. But thank God, our mentality has changed. So 3-1, we won. So that's how our last two games has been. Since I last spoke to you. So we both won. Thank God, we won the 2 games. And so next game we will be meeting. The next person we'll be meeting now is Real Sociedad, at our house. So it's gonna be at Munjik, I think. Yeah. So fingers crossed. Those ones, for some reason too, they would come and they are always wanting to pull one thing or the other with Barca. They are not an easy opponent too for us, but I'm hopeful that we would scale through. Lamine is still not back. It probably would be back for the PSG on Wednesday, but we will be playing without him. But I think the good news for me is the fact that I need to tell you, Rashford has been performing. Rashford has been performing. I am telling you, all of last 4 games now, is either he scored or give an assist. He's been amazing. I am happy because I feel like he's picking up form, and if it continues like that, keep building up. Oh my God, we get to see the best of him. That one I'm sure, if he continues the way he's doing. So I'm just happy with everything, because somehow we always find a way to make it work. And that's it. So we just look forward to the next game, and then we look forward to playing PSG too on Wednesday, guys. We look forward to that. So that's all the news I have at the moment. That's all the news for now. But like I said, I always want to hear from you. What do you guys think of our matches so far? What do you think about the injury? How do you think a game with PSG would pan out? What are your thoughts? I always want to hear from you, so engage us on our social media like you've been doing at Rants of a Barca Girl. We're on TikTok, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, and I want to hear from you. I can't stress how much I want to hear from you guys, so please drop your comments, keep engaging, and drop us a review too as well here on Apple, on Spotify. Your girl will really appreciate it, and thank you for always tuning in. Thank you for always supporting us, always supporting me. Thank you so much. Until next week, guys, remember, good or bad, we rant. Bye, Clays.